Assalamu alaikum, and welcome to our video exploration of the microscopic terror known as the brain-eating amoeba, or more scientifically, Naegleria fowleri. This deadly organism can cause a devastating brain infection known as primary amoebic meningoencephalitis or PAM. Today, we delve into a harrowing incident from Georgia's history that highlights the destructive potential of this amoeba. In July 2023, Georgia reported its sixth case of Naegleria fowleri infection since 1962, indicating the amoeba's deadly persistence. We take you back to 2002 when an 11-year-old Middle Georgia boy's life was tragically cut short after an encounter with this invisible menace. After attending a birthday party on the banks of the Oconee River, he was hospitalized with symptoms such as a headache, fever, and vomiting. 9 days later, he succumbed to the disease at a Savannah hospital. Medical experts concluded he contracted the Naegleria fowleri amoeba during his joyful escapade in the river. In this video, we will explore the details of this tragic case and discuss the broader implications of Naegleria fowleri infections. We'll also share preventive measures to help you stay safe from this microscopic yet mighty adversary. So, stay tuned as we dive deep into the enigmatic and terrifying world of the brain-eating amoeba. The brain-eating amoeba, scientifically known as Naegleria fowleri, is a free-living, thermophilic microbe typically found in warm freshwater environments such as hot springs, lakes, and rivers. It thrives in temperatures up to 46 degrees Celsius, 115 degrees Fahrenheit, and can survive in soil when conditions are unfavorable. First identified in Australia in the 1960s, Naegleria fowleri has since been detected worldwide, predominantly in warm regions. This amorphous organism has 3 stages in its life cycle: a flagellate stage that enables it to swim, a cyst stage that allows it to survive harsh environmental conditions, and a trophozoite stage during which it feeds and multiplies. Naegleria fowleri is typically harmless unless it finds a way into the human brain. In the majority of cases, this occurs when individuals engage in water-related activities in warm freshwater bodies, where the amoeba can enter the body through the nose and travel up the olfactory nerve to the brain. There, the amoeba causes an extremely rare but usually fatal brain infection called primary amebic meningoencephalitis, PAM. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, reports that between 1962 and 2021, there were 148 known infected individuals in the United States, of which only 4 survived. These sobering statistics illustrate the deadliness of this microscopic terror, which has a survival rate of less than 3%. Symptoms of PAM typically manifest between 1 to 9 days after exposure. Early symptoms may resemble those of bacterial meningitis and can include headache, fever, nausea, or vomiting. As the infection progresses, symptoms can escalate to include stiff neck, seizures, hallucinations, and eventually, coma. The process by which Naegleria fowleri causes such devastation involves the destruction of brain tissue, leading to brain swelling and usually death. In many cases, death occurs within 1 to 2 weeks of symptom onset, underscoring the critical importance of early detection and treatment. However, the rarity of the infection combined with its nonspecific initial symptoms makes it particularly difficult to diagnose, and rapid diagnosis is essential for effective treatment. Currently, lab tests on cerebrospinal fluid or brain tissue, usually taken through a spinal tap or biopsy, are the most reliable methods to diagnose PAM. As for treatment, an investigational drug called miltefosine has shown promise. Originally developed to treat leishmaniasis, a disease caused by parasites, miltefosine has been used under emergency protocols to treat PAM since 2013. Other antifungal drugs, like amphotericin B, are also commonly used. Despite its deadliness, the actual risk of contracting Naegleria fowleri remains exceedingly low. Factors such as the amoeba's preference for warm water and the necessity of water entering the nasal passage limit the potential for exposure. Additionally, the amoeba cannot be spread from person to person or by drinking contaminated water. Preventive measures can also significantly reduce the risk of infection. These include avoiding water-related activities in warm freshwater or hot springs, using nose clips or keeping the head above water, and avoiding the disturbance of sediment where the amoebas may reside. Given the grave consequences of infection and the challenges of early diagnosis and treatment, more research is needed to better understand Naegleria fowleri and its interaction with the human host. Improvements in rapid diagnostic tools and treatments, along with public education on preventive measures, are critical to combat this lethal organism. While the impact of climate change on the proliferation and geographical distribution of Naegleria fowleri is not fully understood, there is concern that rising global temperatures could increase the prevalence of warm freshwater environments, the amoeba's natural habitat. This highlights the importance of ongoing monitoring and research. In conclusion, the brain-eating amoeba, Naegleria fowleri, is a deadly microbe that causes primary amebic meningoencephalitis, a rare but usually fatal brain infection. Despite its rarity and the significant challenges associated with diagnosis and treatment, ongoing research efforts and public education about prevention methods remain our best defense against this microscopic terror. As we conclude our exploration of the brain-eating amoeba, it's clear that the hidden dangers in our water bodies can have severe consequences. The tragic case from Georgia underscores the importance of awareness and prevention. While Naegleria fowleri infections are rare, their devastating impact cannot be understated. Remember, safety begins with knowledge, and knowledge promotes prevention. Stay aware, stay safe, and help combat the microscopic terror that is the brain-eating amoeba. Thanks for joining us, and until next time, stay informed and vigilant.